Hi, my name is Byers. I'm a third-year student and currently a member of the women's varsity rugby team and track and field. I've come from an athletic family. My mom had me skiing at a very young age, and I grew up skiing at Chicopee, which is just in Kitchener, not very far from here. And that's where my racing career started, and then got scholarships and got to go to the States. I think the biggest way being a varsity athlete at Laurier has helped me grow is it gave me a new opportunity to get involved with sports again. Being able to get involved with a new sport like rugby at 19 and then going back into track and field. I just feel very fortunate that it brought more opportunities. It kind of proved to me and everyone who I felt doubted me that I do belong here and you can be successful. I started playing rugby and really had no idea what I was doing. I wasn't starting our very first game, but they rostered me and I got to play the last 8 minutes of that game. And then the following week, we played against Trent. And it was the very last play of the game. I tripped over one of my teammates and I heard a pop and I knew almost immediately that I had torn my ACL. It was really the first year I had never been able to do sports, and I was really lost for a while because that had been my whole life. And then just to have that all be taken away from me, I really didn't know what to do. That importance of having good coaches, they constantly checked on me and made sure that I was doing well. They definitely helped me get through a really tough time in my life. Although that injury sucked, it did make me a better person, and I think continuing in the future it will make me a better coach, and I can reflect now and say some good did come out of it, and it's kind of been a crazy journey.
When I met Abby, she was a ski and track athlete wanting to try something new. She was very, very keen to learn, a pleasure to coach. Her desire to pick up all the skills needed was admirable. When the going gets tough, Abby gets going, and she pushes herself to that next level.
Abby is the kind of person you want on every team. She not only cares about her individual results, but cares about the overall team results and supports her team members. And she's one of the best that I've ever seen at being able to deal with small injuries and larger injuries, but coming back, even competing at a higher level. I'd want young athletes to look up to Abby because not only is she competitive, but she's not competitive at the expense of her fellow athletes. She encourages other athletes to do their best as well, and that's what you really want in a role model for young children.
Being able to come back to Chicopee and pass down my knowledge, I just find it really special. You can come from somewhere small like Chicopee and have a very successful career or just open up new opportunities. It's not always about winning the race or having the best result. It's them learning resilience, and these kids, I've coached them now for 2 seasons, and the relationships that they make. When I tell them these stories and when I coach them, that they can appreciate all of these things and that they do become more disciplined and just learn to have fun and manage themselves. And I think that they are, which is really great to see. I definitely think it is a challenge to find that balance between your athletics and academics because you do want to be successful in both. Trying to do 2 sports and then coach at 2 clubs, it's definitely challenging, but I think because I had such a hectic schedule when I was young that I do thrive off of that pressure and just being busy, and sometimes you get in that slump, and I think it's really important to just have someone tell you that it's never perfect and there always are obstacles, and sometimes you really just have to appreciate those bad days because once you break through and have that success, you appreciate it so much more. It does get better and there always will be success, and as long as you believe in yourself and you have people supporting you, just keep going.